The community of St. Albert was in mourning today as thousands of people came out to say goodbye to RCMP Constable David Wynn. The fallen Mountie was given a regimental funeral.
David would want us to forgive. He was a peaceful man. He didn't have the time to even notice a reason for a grudge, much less hold one. He knew there were much better things to hold on to, so that's what he did.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
As a family, as a police force, and as a community, we mourn and grieve our fallen hero.
And the CBC's Erin joins us now from just outside the hockey rink where the funeral was held in St. Albert. And Erin, you were saying to me that one of the things that really stood out for you was the number of people who came out for this funeral.
It is one of the things that stood out for me. I mean, if you look at that hockey rink behind me, 6,000 person capacity and absolutely full to the rafters with people that were involved in the life of this officer from his time on the East Coast all the way up to here when he was serving in St. Albert. So you had people from the elementary school, children singing a song for Constable Wynn. You had members of his friends and family from the other side of the country all turning out here, but an absolutely packed building, which really says a lot about the impact this officer had while he was serving and on the community outside of his service as well, where he worked as in the Minor Hockey Association, touched a lot of people. And it was clear as well when we were in the procession along the route to this regimental funeral, where the street was lined with hundreds and hundreds, I would say more than 1,000 people from St. Albert who came out to line that street. And we spoke to many of them today about why they turned out. Have a listen to some of the reasons for their coming today.
This is something that's really close to our hearts. My husband's a police officer, and the girls really felt that they really wanted to be here.
I always just get kind of scared when my dad goes to work because you never really know if he's going to come back okay or anything. So being here, it just kind of feels like the right thing to do.
They put their lives on the line all the time for us, and just a show of respect. The community support has been overwhelming, and it's just pulled together. It's just amazing.
And so when we're talking about those numbers, while we were standing there along that procession route, we saw 2,000 men and women in uniform, first responders from all across the country who've also come here to show their support for Constable Wynn and his family. So obviously a massive outpouring of support, and really the numbers sort of speak for themselves.
Thanks, Erin. CBC's Erin Collins in St. Albert.